All right, let's see who's online here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We'll wait for some people to come in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started on what's happening in the market. Not really looking great, but we'll definitely get into some detail here um, as we get into the day. So, Shibdo's Millionaire. Morning, Matt. Good morning. Lord, yo. Hi, bro. Good morning. Yo, what's up? Good morning, Matt. Let's see. Let me this would be a good time to insert an ad is what they're saying. So hopefully you're getting an ad right in the beginning because that's usually the best time to get one. Um, what's up? Let's go. Good morning, 3 a.m. here. Sorry if that's a problem. Hi, Matt from GB. I don't know what that is. Like Green Bay or something. All right. Um, good morning, brother. Hi, man. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you asking. Um, I can't complain. The weekend was pretty busy. I was very busy because I was taking care of the kids, playing with the kids. There's this new game on. Well, it's not. I don't know if it's new. There's this game on Xbox that Harper likes to play. It's like a Disney game, and she can't read, so I have to read everything for her. But that's a problem for me to continue to read constantly. But she enjoys it. It's really fun. Um, to play that game and meet all the different characters and stuff. She gets excited. I also bought her a golf set, so I might be introducing her on like the golf channel if she wants to. Obviously with progress to see how her swing progresses and how good she gets. Um, she loves to play it. We went to the driving range this weekend, just me and her, before Erica went to work, and she had so much fun. So I bought her a set, and now she wants to hit it as far as I can, which obviously is difficult, but still, she'll get there, and I'm sure she'll hit it far. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. Volume on yesterday's video was no sound. I know. I don't know what happened to it. It had sound afterwards, and I tried to upload it 3 times. It didn't work, so I just let it go. I don't know what happened at all. It may have been something with the type of file that it was. I'm not sure, but yeah, it didn't have any sound. And somebody let me know after it already had 2,000 views, which it had 2,000 views pretty fast. So I had to put it to unlisted. I still put it. It's there so people can watch it if they have the link, or you can only watch it. You can't listen to it. But yeah, it was a problem. So sorry about that. Is the burning on tomorrow? No, it's supposed to happen on the 21st. That's when the block will be hit. The block height. I couldn't think of the words. Good day, Matt, and everyone. Good morning. Hopefully, Lunic will pump after the 1.2% burn tax. I think we will. This is the issue that even Ethereum should have seen a pump, right? With everything that's going on with the merge and the different things that could be done with it. We should have seen Ethereum make huge moves. However, it already has made moves, going up to what, 1,800, 2,000 or something. So getting to some of these highs, but you're seeing everything pull back. You're seeing Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're seeing everything pull back right now. I trust you're doing well. No sound on your last video. I heard. Good morning, Matt. Do you know why staking on Lunatics might not be working? So staking has stalled, right? It stopped. You should be getting your rewards if you already are staking, but if you are looking to stake more or stake any for the first time, you will not be able to do that. You have certain periods of time where staking will be live, and that's whenever they gather, I guess, the amount of coins necessary to fill into the fund. But yeah, that's the issue that you're dealing with staking. The crazy thing is for staking, no one would have expected that you would have, 80% of people, I think 70 to 80% of people stake for over a year. So all of the people, or for a year, it was for 12 months. So all of the people that are, or 80% of the people that are in there are staked for 12 months. which means you truly do believe in the project for a long period of time, and you are receiving, your APY. But the issue is that with so many people staked at a year, obviously, that's 60%. It's going to be very difficult to continue to add on more and more that are staked for a year, and pay people out in Lunatic's token. So that's what I understand, is that they're going to be finding a way to turn that back on. And I would imagine the next staking period, the next staking level is probably going to be less of a percentage. It only makes sense. It's not going to be at a level of 60%. I would think, right? If they find a way to do that, then that would be great. But that's a very high staking percentage. And that's something that you do initially, but then afterward you dial it back a little bit. So I'll talk to them to see what that's going to be. But I'm sure they won't have the information yet. They're still working on all that stuff. Good morning, Matt. Do you know? I read that. Let me scroll down. I wonder if ETH didn't run because people either aren't aware or don't understand the merge. And like you say, it already ran. Yeah. So I think it actually should have run more, and it should have taken the whole entire market with it. But the market in general was already down, and it's already showing that downward trend. So people are not willing to invest more into Ethereum. However, it's giving me a very close opportunity to buying into this position. So if we can see this get down to 1,000, I will definitely look into buying more, or buying some, because I have Ethereum too. So I can't sell Ethereum 2 on Coinbase, and I would look into buying a lot more. If it gets down to 1,000, I believe I would have somewhere around maybe 3 to 4,000 to put into Ethereum as a quick return. Nothing like crazy. I would probably pull out 66% of that, 66 to 75%, depending how much I put, 3 or 4,000 into it. If I put 4,000 into it, obviously I'll pull out 75%, as it does rise up to maybe $2,000 or something, maybe 3,000. But then I'll also keep in 1,000, keep in 1 ETH as it does run. Um, your thumbnail is spelt wrong. Is it? Let me see. Why is it spelled wrong? Bloodbath? Um, Lunc micro pumps. It's like retail is too stupid. They FOMO into high cap rug pulls like Luna, but miss 100x tokens like SPA for the next run. What? Okay. Uptrend started. Your thumbnail is spelt wrong. What are you talking about? Um, I mean, my title may be spelled wrong, because that's definitely a thing. There are three different ETHs now: Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, and Ethereum POW. Can you explain the difference between them? I don't know what Ethereum POW is or ETH POW is, um, but I know what Ethereum Classic, and Ethereum are. Not necessarily the difference between those. I mainly look at Ethereum and Ethereum 2, not Ethereum Classic much. But from what I understand, Ethereum Classic should be close to the same circulating supply as Ethereum. Am I mistaken? Do you see ETH going to 800? Um, Today, let's look at how ETH is actually functioning. Let me show you my screen. What is your thoughts on Sol Reckon? Um, it will get back to an all-time highs or higher. I'll have to look into that. Give me a second. Let me just take a quick look at what's going on in the 3 month chart here for Ethereum. 3 month chart, obviously getting to that 2000 mark, decreasing down here. We understand that we were getting closer to the merge here, got all the way up to 1,700, and then now starting to see it pull back. We understand what was happening with the merge. I believe we had a hard announcement, basically saying when that was going to be, higher highs, higher lows, creating that channel up, and then we created that channel down. And now it's looking like it's just flowing with the rest of the market. It doesn't look like something that's consistently like falling down or, getting beat up by investors. it's getting beat up by more whales that are creating buying opportunities, to tell you the truth. So can Ethereum get back down to a level of 800? I would say no. I would probably push for around that 1,000. It's probably going to bounce multiple levels if we see more of a downturn. And that all depends on the total market. It really does. So let me check out, what's this position? Sol. What's your position of Sol? Oh, you reckon it will get back to all-time highs? So I don't think Sol will get back to all-time highs. The reason being is because they added more supply to the overall position. Um, so I scroll down. Let's go to where's Sol? Should be up here. Yeah. I don't think Solana will get back to the all-time highs because they keep adding to the overall supply, right? The total supply that they have is 511 million, which you can see a max supply that's sort of unlimited. But they have added to the supply. I believe they were around 200 million at that point. And seeing where they were, obviously, that dilutes the position a little bit more. So seeing how all-time highs were 250, I definitely see strength in Solana. Don't get me wrong. I see strength in it. We've seen a market cap of $80 billion. And currently, where we stand is a $10 billion market cap. So do I expect this to get back to some of these high points? I do expect it to get back to above $100. And currently it's standing at about $30. So you're looking at a 3x return here. So Solana looks really, really good. I haven't looked into any like news for Solana. Why am I not showing my? What is going on here? Why is it showing the same? It always does this. All right, let's switch the screen. Sorry. Um, it always switches the screen every time I switch from Twitch. This is the right one? No, it's not the right one. That's not the right one. There we go. And it was just on display too. What? It doesn't even make sense. Sorry, guys. Screen is very distracting. Wrong screen. Uh, thank you for letting me know about that. Um, anyways, Solana, where we're looking at with the chart, like we can see how things have run and where we are. When we look at the market cap, we were up to an $80 billion market cap. You can see how it has shifted because they added some of the supply that is out there. I wouldn't say they added. It was around 200, I think 70 million. So adding another 80 million or 50 million. I'm not 100% sure where it exactly was, but we know that supply was added there. And now we can see this, at this lower level here, still at a level of about 14 to 10, I guess 11 billion at this point. We can see this get back to previous levels, get back above 100, which would be a 3x return. You can at least expect a 3x return within Solana. And that's something that I'm probably going to be looking into heavier in the next couple of days or so, because we've seen lows here. Let's go ahead and look at the low for the last month, the low for the last year. The low for the last year is around $26. And that came just recently, actually. $26 came recently, 28, 29. Yeah, so where it is right now is closer to the lows than it is to the highs. So it creates that opportunity, that buying opportunity for the long term, for that long-term investment and a short-term investment, really. So taking both of those into account. So while you see you're investing into, let's say, $5,000 worth of Solana, when you have that $5,000, you can now, invest into maybe 1,000 of that will be short term, 4,000 of that will be long term, or 2,000 of it will be short term, and 3,000 will be long term. So, yeah, definitely look into that because I'm interested. ETH is about to collapse. I'm not going near ETH until it reaches 300. Check out FedEx CEO announcement that there's going to be a recession next year. The FedEx CEO with Jim Cramer. All right, we'll have to check that out. There's going to be a further pullback next year in cryptocurrency. I don't know. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to some of these lows here, which is insane that we are getting closer to less than a $1 trillion market cap. Seeing Bitcoin getting closer and closer to that 17.7 mark, which is definitely interesting. Ethereum getting closer to that 1,000 mark. I would say that I would buy Ethereum at these low levels, at $1,000, every day of the week. And I understand if it could go lower, you know, the 800 to 700, whatever. But I feel like a 75% pullback for everything is is understandable. And some other things drop by 90%. So we'll have to check it out. Maybe in like a reaction video or something. Guys, if you want to subscribe to or follow my Twitch link is in the description. And within that Twitch link, we basically go through like reactions, and we do an hour at about 9 o'clock. Today we'll do it at about 9 o'clock. We'll do like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe reacting to some stuff. Also going through the markets on Twitch. So if you guys want to go and follow over there, link is in the description. I'll add it to the chat. Let's see. Let me grab it, and then we'll do that. So I have my Twitch link to the chat. We're trying to grow the Twitch. We are an affiliate over there, but we do separate streams. Eventually, they'll allow us to multi-stream, but not at the moment. The interview, it's here. It's 2 minutes. It's not a correct link. Yeah, it's not a correct link to do so. But I'll definitely look for it. Let me see if I can find it. You said it's... Let me go back here. You said FedEx CEO with Jim Cramer. Okay, so it looks like it's 2 minutes. I'll definitely look into that. That's one reaction that we can go with. Give me 1 second. Let me look at another one. Because I do have another reaction video that I wanted to go through, which is more of things that I used to watch before. So we'll definitely go through some stuff over on let's go back. I don't know if we'll get like demonetized for that, but we can definitely try that. I don't think we'll get demonetized on Twitch. So anyways, if you guys want to go ahead and follow Twitch, feel free to follow me on Twitch. Let me put the alert box up. All right. Thank you for that, Dan. I appreciate that. There's another super chat that I missed, I think. Baby Doge is a nice project that's going to collapse in price too. It's sitting below 10 points now. When it gains a 0, I'm buying. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan of Baby Doge. I've seen, people talk about it, and I understand that you do have a burn mechanism within it. But Baby Doge is not really my favorite at all. But you don't have to have favorites. So I'll do Baby Dogecoin. And obviously looking at 0.000000001108. Yes, you can say, all right, well, this makes sense to get into this. What if this loses so many zeros? But there's so much supply out there that it's just crazy. And then even just looking at the circulating supply versus the total supply, it's still a lot, right? So I struggle with that. I really do struggle with it. $127 million market cap, though. You could see a massive pump if you can see this run, but I just don't. I don't really see it. I mean, you can get into it for short-term gains. I've seen people make money from it. Don't get me wrong. Can you explain about proposal? There's a new proposal that I don't know about. Let's go into governance. 4793. I don't see one for 4793. Did something pass? 4793. Community a statement to all exchanges regarding the 1.2% burn tax on chain exchange via V2. So yes, obviously that's passed. By voting yes, you signal support communication strongly as community that Lunc holders desire for all exchanges to implement the 1.2% burn tax off chain on exchange spot and margin trading. As a community, we view this as being critical to the future of this project. This vote removes any ambiguity, Jesus, regarding the intent of previously passing a burn proposal being implemented on chain. Voting yes significance uh, signifies support for the off chain. So really, this right here doesn't say, hey, this guarantees that the exchanges are going to do off chain burning. It's all real. It's all on the exchanges to do so. What this does is mainly just give you support. And show our support is kind of like putting a like some what is it called, where you have a bunch of people that vote on something. I can't think of what it's called. I can't think of words at this point. But basically, it's like you have some sort of petition, right, that people are signing and saying we support this, right, and that's what we're getting at here. It's nothing that's saying it's guaranteed to have it happen, but it is something that um, that thing popped up again. We got a donation. Thank you guys for donating. I appreciate it. Um, I can't even hear it actually, but thank you for donating. I greatly appreciate it. Um, but yeah, that's all it is really just about giving or showing support and showing that 99% agree. All of the billions that are staked here agree that we should see the off-chain burns, but who's to say that all of the exchanges see this? We're going to have to send this to them somehow and say, Binance, look at what the community wants. We support this. Right? We should more or less say the proposal should be instead of just showing our support, we should say this is how many people are going to move to platforms that have the 1.2% burn versus people that are going to stay on the platforms that they're at, right? That's the votes that we should show to Binance. We should show to KuCoin. We should show to Gate.io because if we show that, this guy stinks. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. I'll get into the detail here in a little bit, but yeah, I think that's what we should be doing. According to a white paper, Baby Doge rewards hold 5% of each transaction on chain. They're supposed to burn 100 quadrillion coins soon. That'll be good. That'll be really good to burn, that many coins, and they're going to burn it just themselves or based on all the transactions. Bitcoin is yet to make its 85% drop from its all-time highs. Going to 10K, cash is the best asset to have in a recession where everything is on sale. 100%. 100%. I just don't know if it's going to drop 85%. We've seen it drop 90%, 85 or 84%, and then 80%. It makes sense with all of the push, all of the amount of people that are in the crypto market as of these last couple of years, from 2020 till now, how many people are in the crypto market. It makes sense that it wouldn't drop that far. It makes sense that it would drop to about 75, and then the next crash may be 70, right? And it just gets better and better as the market gets stronger and stronger with the amount of people that are investing into it. So that's the way that I'm looking at it. I understand how history does repeat itself, and we can see a large drop, and I think we will see large drops, every so often. But I think the drops will lessen and lessen as we go, down the years, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we may see a smaller drop instead of 75%. I think 75% is a good point. 80% may be the point, but where we were at the lows definitely held a hard, support, and we may see that same thing. So that's what I'm looking at. Uh, hi, mm, hi Matt. Congrats for the channel. How many percentage Lunc you have staked? So I have about 25% of mine staked. It's probably a little bit less. It's around 20%. But I typically will only stake around 25%. And the reason being is because, it's held up for a certain period of time. I know I don't want to stake for like a crazy amount for that long. Um, Thank you for that super chat there. I greatly appreciate it. Lunc seems to be immune to Bitcoin drop, lol. But I'm looking to buy it at 0.00009. Yeah, I would love if Bitcoin, or sorry, Lunc came back, because then it gives you buying opportunity, right? If it falls down to 0.00009 instead of where it's at, absolutely. That's a perfect buying point for a short-term gain, maybe even for a long-term gain if you wanted to. For me, it would be short-term because I don't want to mess up the gains that I already have, or the amount that I have invested already, because I invested $40 from the beginning. If I invest another $1,000, then that's basically taken away from the 6,000 that I gained. Thank you for that super chat, Dan. And Matt, thank you for that super chat as well. Good morning, Matt. Can you clear up whether or not exchanges are supporting the burns now or not? Seeing a lot of info out there, not sure what's real and what's not. So there's a lot of people that misinterpret what they're actually saying. Right now, they are supporting the burns, but they are focused on the on-chain burns before they jump to off-chain burns. In my opinion, and it's just an opinion, I believe that exchanges will offer the 1.2% burn. They will support it after the on-chain burns get launched, right? And I don't know if it will come or goes live basically, but I don't know if it will come, the day after. I don't know if they will give an announcement and say that on the 1st of October, that's when they will do the burns, because there's supposed to be an AMA on the 22nd, because the burn is supposed to go live on the 21st, but you don't have like CZ within this AMA. I don't believe so. I believe it's just Binance people. So whether it's like head of marketing or whatever, kind of like what happened with KuCoin, we want to see the 1.2% burn happen for everything, but there's not clarity as to if it's going to happen off chain. The only thing we're seeing is on chain. The only thing we're seeing is on chain burns right now. But eventually, I believe we will see the off chain burns as well. Do you think that Luna T is still has application? It's sitting at 0.00006. It could be there. Could be there another lump soon for Luna T. Could there be another lump soon for Luna T? Also, this super chat doesn't smell that bad. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it doesn't. So for Luna T, yeah, there could be another. I think you're probably saying pump instead of lump. Yes, there could be, I think, another pump soon for Luna, for Luna T. And if you're looking at the price right now, you're seeing it at 0.00006. It's at a $6 million market cap, $210,000. We understand that a lot of it is staked, so it can stay at some of these ranges. It can hold at some of these ranges because you have a lot of it staked for 12 months. Now, I think it does have a future. Obviously, they have to continue to push it and add it onto different markets. The issue with adding it onto different markets is that you have to find exchanges that will work with your taxes, right? If you have 10% tax, you need to find an exchange that will work with your taxes. Right? You know that you have those taxes, and you know that they come out and they go to this and this place and this place and this place, and it's very difficult to have exchanges do that in order to be, I guess, on like Coinbase or something that we all want to invest on, right? We want to invest on these platforms. We really don't want to invest on some place where we just have it in our wallet. You want to invest in way more places than that. So, yes, it could have a pump, but I'm wondering how they're going to find a way to get listed on Coinbase or crypto.com or any of those, platforms, which you could do, but it's going to be difficult to implement those taxes. They have to find a way to put those in place. Play another ad here since it's 15 minutes. I have a feeling that Binance just avoids announcing off-chain burns to not pump the price before the burns. That would be great. Like, I think the price needs to be very low, but we'll have to see. Hey, Matt, would off-chain burns be forced to burn after they run out of their supply and forced to buy on-chain? So, yeah. If you're talking about, you're saying like, hey, let me see. Matt, would off-chain burns be forced to burn after they run out of their supply? So I think yes. If they run out of their supply, we know that, when they have to gather more, then that's automatic, on-chain or on-chain burns that's going back into Binance. I think a lot of people are going to move their money from Binance over to places that do offer the 1.2% burn. But then again, I think Binance may react to that before you see most of the supply that goes out, right? Stop shilling crap like lunatics and Lunic. I mean, you can not watch. That's okay. And it's not shilling anything if people are gaining money. I don't understand if people are gaining and they're investing into a place and gaining something out of it. How are you looking at it like, oh, you shouldn't talk about a position because of why? People have gained thousands of dollars, and because they've gained thousands of dollars, you shouldn't talk about anything like that. It makes no sense. That's like saying, oh, here's a great investment. This thing called Amazon. It's at $9. Stop talking about it because Amazon. You should stop talking about it. I don't believe in it. It's like, okay, well, look what Amazon is now. You sound like some of those people that just don't believe in amazing companies. I'm not saying that Lunic is an amazing company. Obviously, it's a project that can build a ton of utility and is bringing back a ton of utility. So we'll see. You know why Smart Stake went to zero commission? No, I don't know why Smart Stake went to zero commission. I'm a little confused as to the breakdowns of this because if we go back to stake, they tell you how much you're gaining per month. I mean, I'm confused with this because out of 100 Lunic that's staked, estimated monthly rewards with 100 Lunic staked. So with 100 Lunic staked, you receive 146. 146 Lunic for 100 that's staked. So you're receiving 146%. Matt is 5.6. Sure. Not even close. Maybe switch them around and then you'll get it closer. I don't have legs apparently. That's what some people say. But anyways, 146. I'm not really understanding exactly what that is. Does that mean that you're gaining 46 more coins as you invest into this? So 100 will get you 46, so 46%. I haven't actually done the math. Take a look at this. FedEx, he's right. I'm going to start growing my own vegetables. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. I think this might be the interview that, yeah, I don't know what's going on with your links that you're sending, because they're not they're not giving me anything. But if you're talking about the FedEx interview with Jim Cramer, I have that up, and we're gonna watch that on, because I don't want to watch CNBC on like my main YouTube channel, because once you show something, the whole thing can get demonetized for literally 5 seconds worth of audio or video, which is stupid when it comes to YouTube. You can't demonetize the whole entire thing for like 5 seconds, but they end up doing it. So I'm gonna watch it on Twitch. If they demonetize it over there, obviously we don't really have much of a following. I'm pretty sure they won't. And then what we'll do is we'll take the clips and then we'll post them on like the reaction channel and stuff. You stake 7 trillion and then will double to 14 trillion. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Because I was doing the math and I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't at all. Like, 46% would make more sense, but that's still very high. Way too high. Yours is saying 49.2 thousand for 100. Yeah, see, that's not right. Because if I have 8 million that's staked, that means that I gain 8 million. So, uh, in the long run, I'll have a million that's staked. I could gain 1.4 million in a month because of the 8 million that's staked. That's not accurate. So this just isn't right. It needs to be updated somehow, some way. Maybe we can ask about that to see what the hell's going on there. Thank you for that super chat, Claudia.
This guy stinks.
Is it Claudia? Claudie? Claudie? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat though. I appreciate it. What do you think will $1 first? Lunc or Shiba Inu? Lunc by far. Shiba Inu just I don't know. I was talking to somebody on Patreon earlier this morning, and it's just insane. Like the where we are for Shiba Inu, where we could be, but where we are. Shiba Inu could be at such a great place if we had support from the ecosystem devs when it comes to burning. So by far, I think Lunc will get to $1 before Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu in 2 years has done nothing for burns. In 2 years. And Lunc in a matter of like 3 months or 4 months has done so much more. And I just feel like it's the community, it's the people behind it. I need chapstick. I need chapstick. I'm rooting for 100 basis points this week, or maybe 125. Ooh, everything would be cheap to buy. Let me see. Let me see where things are right now. We're starting to see things kind of climb out of a little bit of a hole. I'm not saying they're completely out of their hole, but you're seeing Ethereum above 1,300, Bitcoin, above that 18,600 mark, kind of pushing away from that 17.7 mark. Was it lower? So the lowest point was 18.4. Webby, thank you for that super sticker. Let me go get some chapstick really quick. Lunc is still showing strength. Yeah, I mean, even though things are pulling back, Lunc is still pretty strong. That's what I'm very surprised with. But we are still seeing some negativity.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Let me go get some chapstick really quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
All right.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I just like that sound. That sound is amazing. Um, Shiba Inu, I heard from the devs that they're going to do burns on the game, plus 4% burn on the Shiba Inu card. Also, the chair finally has spoken. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen because I've heard this that they're going to do burns on the game. I've heard this that they're going to do burns everywhere else, and it's just not something that I would love to see it happen, and I can't wait for it to happen. But I I feel like at this point it's just like too little, too late type of thing. Yes, it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see if it does do a massive amount of burns and what the percentage will be and all of that stuff. Um, but it just makes me think that they're just gonna um, keep digging this into a deeper and deeper hole somehow, some way. Now, I like I said, I hope I'm wrong because I still do hold my Shiba Inu, but that's the way that it's looking with the devs. They're being very silent. They don't give us any type of information, and you know, I don't know.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. He's literally the only guy I know that gets super chats while he's gone. I swear. You're you're wrong. There's a lot of people that get super chats while they're gone. A lot of people, and I mean like a heavy amount of people. There's a streamer, I forget what his name is, like Sneeko or something. If he's gone for like a couple of minutes, like maybe a minute or two or something, he's getting a ton of super chats. There's other streamers. Obviously, it depends how popular you are, and those people will get like 4,000 viewers or 5,000 viewers, concurrent viewers. Um, I believe he starts Rocket Ship on the 20th or the 21st. Thank you everybody who pulled out to participate in the burns. Lunc might uh, drop another zero, pump like crazy. All depends on the coming days and weeks. Yeah, I think they will drop a zero. I think they will drop a zero. That's why I'm looking for a certain price to buy at. I really wanted it at less than 2,000 or 220, whatever you're looking at, 0.000 20. I wanted it less than that, a level of hopefully to where it gains another zero, but it looks like it's holding steady even though cryptocurrency is really dropping, you know? My husband will be holding on to 2.5 million Lunc. Hopefully, we become millionaires through trading from here on out. Yeah, it would be fantastic. Yeah, too much hype with a lot of these coins. I hear you. Good morning, Mr. Perry. Word is no CEXs will support the 1.2% burn. That's not true. Um, yeah, that's not true. Sorry about that. I could have put it on the regular camera to show you guys chair. Apparently, people want to see chair. But that's not true about the 1.2%. Now, what they're not doing is right now we don't have confirmation. We don't have confirmation that we will see the 1.2% burn off chain. We do have a confirmation that we'll do it on chain, but no confirmation anywhere that we're doing it off chain besides Coinin and MEXC Global, right? Once we see others jump on board, which I think we will, as long as we all get together and understand the support. Because I think, again, the proposal that we have here that tells us that we should support the 1.2, so something passed the 1.2% right here, proposal 4793, it should be something different, right? Yes, this is great to show support, but we should have something else that comes out here and says that not only do we want to, thank you, RB, for subscribing. Not only should we just support the 1.2%, but we need to show how many people will move to exchanges that have the 1.2% versus being on an exchange that doesn't have it. We need to find a way to word that into a proposal and then show these proposals to the people that are in charge at Binance, that are in charge at KuCoin, that are in charge at Gate.io to show that we really support this thing. And if you're not going to support it, we're going to find a place that does. That's what we need to show, because if we show that, then we're taking that liquidity out of that platform and adding it to MEXC, which is adding to their bottom line, which is making them more valuable rather than making Binance more valuable. So that's what we need to show. How did SHIB gain so much popularity originally? It gained popularity based off of Doge. So it was like the Dogecoin killer. And that's where a lot of people were like, hey, the mindset was to get to a penny, was to get to a higher value or make people more money without even getting to a penny, right? Other things you could see Dogecoin that we were looking to get to a penny or a dollar. Shiba Inu didn't need to get to that point. It made people, millions of dollars, and some person it made them billions of dollars by going from the low level that it was at all the way up to the high point there. So that was really where it was at. Can we get Lunc to support Shiba so burns can be done on chain? Also, what about the proposal where Lunc can help Luna 2 for the same thing? So for
this guy stinks.
thank you for that super chat. So for Lunc support, Lunc can't help out Shiba burns. I mean, they can create a project that could burn Shiba, but the issue is that you can't get it on the coding for Shiba Inu, right? The coding for Shiba Inu is the coding for Shiba Inu, and even if you did, you would have to find a way for exchanges to support that as well. So a transactional burn would be very difficult for Shiba Inu, and it would only happen if it was in your wallet. It's kind of like if you would get a reward, and the reward would only happen if you were in your wallets there rather than being on CEX's centralized exchanges. So it would be very difficult for Shiba to do that, but it could be done if you're trading on something like Shibarium. So hopefully Shibarium launches with a pretty big burn rate. I'll take it, at 2%. That would be great. Also, what about the proposal for Lunc to help Luna 2? I don't know about that proposal. I would like if Luna 2 helped out with the burns for Lunc. We need DApps on chain. What's happening with Star Citizen? They promised to help with the burns. So far, all I heard is they're getting sued. I don't know. I haven't heard anything for it. MEXC about to play in the big boy league. Yeah, I would agree. I think MEXC is going to do a lot of work, and that's because they are supporting the 1.2% burn automatically, like right now. Also, I didn't even say this on stream. Thank you guys for getting me to 10,000 followers on Twitter. I appreciate it. We just hit 10,000 followers this weekend, and I'm so happy that we got here. I don't post a crazy amount. Like I could probably be here within a month if I posted as much as some other people that post. But I just don't see the reason to post as much. Maybe a little bit in the future, I will post a little bit more. But since I have so many platforms to speak, I have nothing really to say on Twitter. I could say the same thing that I'm saying on videos on Twitter, but I really don't have that. Thank you for that super sticker, super chat again. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Claudie? Shib got popular by good marketing gimmicks from the very beginning. That's all it's ever been. True. 100%. I would agree with that.
This guy stinks.
When you have Shiba Inu that's promoting that they're the Dogecoin killer, and then now they're this ecosystem is not labeling them as that. This ecosystem is labeling Bone as the dog killer, rather than Shiba Inu as the dog killer. They're thinking that that's the marketing tactic that got Shiba Inu so far, so Bone is now going to get that far. Guys, we have 675 people here. If you guys could hit the like button, we have 261 likes. I think we should have 500 likes by now. So if you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. What was I going to look into? I was going to look into something. Have you heard of Doge? If so, your thoughts. I have heard of it. I haven't looked into it. I have heard of it. I think it was one. I think that was a position that I couldn't look up on CoinMarketCap, but I can't remember. Yeah, I haven't looked into it. Now, I would say the just with the thought of it, right? I need to be able to see it on CoinMarketCap to get the full breakdown and get every single link that I can get. I don't want to have to go searching for everything, especially with like, time sensitive answers and all that stuff. I do appreciate the super chat a lot, but I would tell you that anything right now that's more like meme related to positions that were popular or very, very popular in the past or that are in the top 25, it's not something that I'm a fan of right now. Lunc is running a bit. Like, all these people are creating things that are Luna Doge, Luna Inu, or whatever. They're creating all these other stuff that mirror off of Shiba Inu or Doge or Luna, and it's about things that are popular for them, but it's not about creating actual utility. It's about just finding something that pumps. So I'm not really a big fan of that. Um, and I like ones that create their own identity. Like I understand how Doge was a big thing, kind of created its own identity, created its own popularity. Shiba had a little bit of influence from Dogecoin, but is kind of separate. It classified itself as the Dogecoin killer. Um, but thank you for that super chat or super sticker. I appreciate it. But you look at Luna, it's also obviously created its own identity by falling so much. So I wouldn't say that you gotta have something that creates its own identity in order to push further. Do you think Coinbase will ever relist Wrap Lunc? I have 700K stuck there. So I think so. Yes. I think eventually, obviously, if we see something that happens with Do Kwon where he does get arrested, then no.
This guy stinks!
I don't think they will at that point. And that's only if that happens. If it doesn't get arrested, I think they will find a way to relist it, especially if it starts gaining a lot more popularity, because exchanges are all about having the most popular position on there. And you saw what happened with like XRP. XRP had a lawsuit and that got delisted from Coinbase and never got relisted. And I don't know if they will. Isn't good idea to put 1.2% burn on rewards on Terra Station? I don't think so. The Safe Lunc platform, Safe Lunc, they will make a massive burn off chain and will become new validators. Well, that's good. We support any type of burns. I don't know how much support they have, but we'll see. We'll see how all of that plays out. I know there's a bunch of people that are looking to become validators and do burns not only based on the validators, but also outside factors as well. They finished the pre-sale yesterday, actually. What are we talking about? Sorry, I'm skipping all the way down to the bottom. How can I claim my Lunatics rewards? So you should be able to claim your Lunatics rewards by going over. Let's see. Let's go to Lunatics, and then we'll go to the website. Thank you for that super chat, J Rod. I'll get into that in a little bit. They still have 2 million that has been burned. Staking obviously is full. I want to click over there, but I also want to bring up this real quick. So you can claim it by going over to staking. Oh, wow, wait. Please change the network to Binance. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong place.
This guy stinks!
I can't do it here. I have to do it over in this platform, which will give me CoinMarketCap. Let's see if it comes up faster, because I know I've been having trouble with Chrome, Google Chrome. So let me bring up Lunatics. Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble with Google Chrome. You can see how slow it's loading. I don't know why it's only Google Chrome. Hey, I tagged you in a tweet a couple of days ago. Not sure if you see it, if you see them, but it was regarding a new solution launching to burn 3 times more Lunc. Can I send you the link in the chat, or is that a no? I don't believe people can send links in the chat. Only certain people can send links. But I don't think you can send links in the chat. I'm pretty sure. You can send it to me on either like Instagram, Patreon, Discord. I guess Twitter, the DMs are closed. But yeah, it probably just came when I was getting a lot of like, because when you get a lot of retweets or comments on things that I'm tagged in, I get a lot of notifications, which it sort of pisses me off. But you know, it's okay. I try and sift through it and find the people that are actually tagging me and stuff, but it doesn't seem to work because there's a lot of things that I'm getting tagged in. But if we go to Lunatics Token, someone asked me about staking. So let's go up here and let's go to the wallet. I do have it logged into my wallet. Let's go to staking. Yeah, this is taking forever because of I don't know why. I don't know why Chrome is just acting ridiculous. Like Chrome is slow and you know, Microsoft Edge is not. South Korea is looking to get Interpol to extradite Do Kwon. How did Do Kwon manage to stay in Singapore for so long? Who is he bribing? He is probably wait. He probably has someone on video. I don't know. He's not even in Singapore right now, which is what I read from different articles. Like he has, I guess the Singapore police force put out a statement saying that he's not even in Singapore. So he was there, but he's not in there now, or he's not there now. So I don't know. I don't know if he's bribing anybody. I don't know what's going on, but we still don't know if the I don't know if the warrant is real. I mean, I guess if they're communicating to other police forces, then it makes sense that the arrest warrant is real. I just haven't seen anything on it. What's your view on proposal 4954? All right, we'll have to look into it. Once I get to this point. So it's taken me forever to get on this. So you should be able to see the rewards as you go in here. I cannot get in here. So I'm gonna have to, because it's taken me forever to get on that. So I'm not gonna do it here. But maybe I'll do it a little bit later. I'm not sure.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank you, Claudia, for Claudiu. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna keep trying, but it's not right. I know it's not right. Clear your cash. I can't clear it from my bank account because that's no. I'm just playing. I haven't tried that. I'll try that. I'll try that later. I hope Luna keeps crashing. So do I. I really do hope that it falls down, because if it does fall, then, you know, I gain a little bit more. I can actually gather a little bit more because I want to buy at a certain point to sell at a certain point. You know, I'm looking to, you know, profit short term as well as long term from these positions. What are they going to do with all this Wrap Luna Classic? I'm not sure. I mean, it's pinned to Luna, the price, right? So if you're talking about Coinbase, that is a good point. You know, obviously, not allowing. Are they allowing people to let go of it, like to send it to other places? Is proposal 4793 real? What's 4793? This one. So it is real. It's a real proposal. It's just not going to. It's not going to basically tell exchanges that it's mandatory to have the 1.2% burn. Like that's not what it's telling them. It's basically saying, hey, we support it. It's kind of like signing a petition saying we support this, so now you should start doing this type of thing. Use Firefox. I can't. Well, I can. I like using both. Microsoft Edge. It actually lets me have my my extensions, but I still have to log into my extensions, which is tough to do that again, what's your point to buy at for Lunc? I'm looking to buy. I wanted to buy around 2,000. I wanted to buy around 2,000, and I hope that it pulls back, but it looks like it's holding really, really strong at some of these levels, and because it's holding around that 3,000 level, which is very interesting. As everything in the market is pulling back, it seems like Terra Luna Classic is not. Algorand, I was just looking at that right now because it's back up to 31 cents. That's great to see, and it's at a plus 2% today. That's pretty cool. But yeah, when it comes to Lunc, I'm surprised that it's holding at these levels, but then again, not surprised because people are holding onto the position. What do you think about 49.46? Let's look at that proposal. Has it passed already or no? Let's go to voting. Let's go to show all. Has it passed? Because I don't see it. 49.46. Yeah, I don't see anything. Has it passed or has it been rejected? Yeah, I don't see anything there. 49.46. Don't see anything. Maybe I'm missing it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Puff and Buds, thank you for that super chat. Good morning, Matt. I think Binance has 2.3 trillion reasons why they should support the they support the tax. Why hold 2.3 trillion tokens that can't go up in the price? Wait, they only hold 2.3 trillion now? Let's go to wallets. Or not my wallet. I want to go to somewhere else. Let's go to no, I want to go to Lunc Penguins. Go back to staked. I want to go to Lunc Penguins. So let me bring up that. And then it's going to show me the top holders for Luna and Lunc. So it's 2.3 trillion. Has a lot been moved over to MEXC or something? Does MEXC have a hot wallet or some sort of wallet? 2.3 trillion is way lower because they had 2.6 and they went down to 2.5 and now they're at 2.3. I would like to see them, if you have 2.3 trillion tokens or coins, I would love to see, that be moved over to MEXC or a place that does offer the 1.2% burn. How are you? Do you think it's doable UST at 10 cents in a few months? Yeah, 10 cents? Yeah, of course. It was already at 7 cents recently, and that's without even seeing the massive pump for Lunc. We saw a decent size pump and a short-term pump for Lunc, and we saw what happened to USTC going up to 7 cents. So, yeah, of course. 10 cents, is it going to stay there? That's the problem. Probably not. I think where we do see it stay is when it becomes stable at that stable price of $1. But I think we will see it happen. A few months, yes, I would say definitely. What we need is someone to break down these proposals because some I'll read and be like, what the heck did I just read? I know what you mean. Some of the proposals just shouldn't even be there, but proposals get proposed all the time. It's just whether they get passed or not. And some of them just don't make sense. But most of them, like, they have a reason to proposing them. But like the thing is you can't sit here and propose things on Terra chain for people to burn off chain. Then you have to find a way to show that to more people, right? Because if you have 500 billion coins that are voting on the fact that we want to see the 1.2% burn off chain, who else is seeing that besides the people that hold or stake within Terra Station? I mean, nobody. So you want to make sure that you communicate that to Binance, you communicate that to Gate.io, you communicate that to KuCoin, and we're not doing that right now. So whenever we can, that'll be a good situation. It's a good idea to buy USTC. Where's USTC right now? I have USTC. The only USTC that I'm gaining and that I want to have is the ones that I'm gaining from Terra Station. So if you have some staked, if you have Lunc staked over in Terra Station, you're gaining USTC as well as Lunc. So that's the only way that I look at it. But is it safe to buy Terra USD? It depends what you want. If you want a long-term play out of it, then yes, you can have shorter-term plays in the next few months, going from 3 cents all the way up to 10 cents. So seeing basically a 3x return. But is it going to hold there? I'm not 100% sure if it will hold there. But you will be able to gain a quick, decent return. Here's the way I needed to make about 50 transactions, and my transaction volume will reach 100 million plus. How much did Binance test move out of the wallet? I'm not sure, but that's a lot that's there. DJ Trev, I tagged you in that last tweet a couple of days ago also. Matt, did you hear that Edward said yesterday, saying we're going to burn about 4 billion a day? Only just joined, sorry, but hit the like button on the way in. Well, appreciate you hitting the like button. That's the way that it should be. We have 378 likes when we should have a lot more. We have 700, 800 people here, and you guys can hit the like button. You know what? I gotta lay down the law. If you guys want to, if you want me to continue, you got to get this to like 450 likes, because at least 450 likes, guys. Come on, I come here every day, and well, every weekday, and throw you guys some information, answer questions, continue to answer as much as I can, and I would just hope that you guys just hit the like button. Do me a solid. Ugh. You gotta stretch. I probably do need the poll. I was looking to see if it can happen without the poll, but there we go. 450 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. I was your 369 likes. Oh, that's cool. 369. Sorry, Matt. Did I hear that you have your Terra USD staked in? No, I have my Lunc staked in Terra Station. I have my Terra USD in Terra Station. It's just sitting in my wallet. So, and why are you gonna try and sign me into this thing? So, Terra Station, where my USD is, so I have my rewards, which I could withdraw my rewards here. Thank you for becoming a member, Batuhan. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Probably not. I suck at saying names. But anyways, I have 150 that's over here, 158 that's over here. That's collectible. But then I also have 377 that's over here in my wallet. So I will end up obviously claiming my rewards, putting that over here, and restaking my new Lunc that I just got. And maybe I shouldn't restake it. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here, I guess, a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't restake it. And what I should do is everything that I'm capturing in rewards, I should be looking to make those transfers first. That should be my first transfer out of it. Because right now, like if you look at my, let's see if I can refresh this and go back. No, I guess it's not going to work that way. Trying to get this back to where it was. Maybe if I exit and then don't save and then open it back up. Yeah, exit, don't save, and then open it back up or something. Yeah, let me bring this over here. And let's see. File. Open new file. Crypto potential spreadsheet. There we go. Yeah, I got it all back. So maybe what I'll do is instead of like, because what I have here, I have 44 million total, right? And these are the sales that I'm going to make. But what I could do is in certain points, I could take profit in these areas. if I have 200,000, maybe I can take 200,000 coins that I gained from Terra Station and throw that as a sale right here, which, may not be a lot. Right now, it's actually at a higher, is it at a higher price than this? It's not a higher price than this. So if I take 200,000 here, it'll only be $78. That's not a lot. Not a lot at all. So then what I could do is take 200,000 here, or take 200,000 here, something like that, 200,000, and I get $500. That doesn't seem like a lot either. It seems like a very low amount for 200,000 coins. But then again, it's $132,000. So if I take 2 million, then that's $5,000. So I guess that sort of makes sense. But as I get to some of these prices here, and I do have some that's left over in rewards, what I could do is take these staking rewards and just gather them up. Don't restake them, just gather them up, and then end up collecting those rewards and putting those rewards towards my first sell. I don't know. It sounds like maybe a good idea. Maybe. I almost have 500K in rewards in Terra Station. Would you recommend withdrawing and restaking, or withdrawing and staying out? I have over 45 million staked at the moment. So that's where you have to make that decision, right? I think that staking is always a good option because you get more, but what's the percentage that you're getting over that 40 million that you have there? So the percentage that you have based on the amount that you have staked, it's not about really restaking at that point. I mean, you could stake another 500,000 and then another 500,000 and have another million that you're adding to it, which is good. But I would say typically what I would do is if I'm gaining 500,000 every, let's say, month or something, or 2 months, I would take that, put it into my wallet, and then that would be probably like my first sell or my second sell, or depending how much I gain throughout that whole entire time. You can have 2 million that you're looking to sell, and that's your first selling point when it comes to your spreadsheet. Matt, shame on Kraken if they're trying to deceive us. What are they saying on Kraken? YouTube members can access to Patreon exclusive content. So it's certain levels. So if you become a Profits member, you do get access to the videos that I create, that I put on Patreon, but you don't get access to like Patreon itself. So if you want to get access to Patreon, go over to Patreon and sign up for any level that offers you it. Make sure you check out the different levels, because there are obviously different levels that you get different things with it. Whether it's book readings, going through different educational stuff, going through crypto education, talking about different positions that I'm buying, talking about new positions that come on platforms, all of that stuff, right? There's a lot of different things that are happening over there. Don't really do much on the weekends unless I have like a trade that I'm planning on making. But when it comes to the weekdays, usually that's where I'm kicking up a lot of different detail there. Did you hear about the liquid staking for Lunc by Eris Protocol? Could you look at it for us? Uh, I could eventually look at it. I just don't know what you're talking about here. So I haven't looked into it, but I will have to. I think I said I was going to look into it. No. So yeah, we'll review this over on Twitch. Later we will review this. Because that's always a good idea. I mean, if I had to, say what it is before we even, look at it, I would say liquid staking just makes sense that it's more of like a free staking, not like free as in like a cost free. I'm saying like your your coins that you're staking can be as liquid as they can, right? Instead of seeing 21-day waiting period, you're going to see maybe a like no waiting period at all. But that would be my guess as to liquid. You keep your coins as liquid as possible. What are you doing before all cryptocurrency things? Investing on stocks. What was I doing? On YouTube, I started out, talking about credit cards and stuff. I always loved investing. I just couldn't really break into the field or break into that niche on YouTube. It was very difficult to get there unless you had some sort of catalyst that catapult you into that position. Um, so I started off talking about credit cards and personal finance, which is something I like to talk about as well. People don't want to hear about credit cards as much now, even though credit cards do offer you a lot of like rewards and bonuses and stuff like that, which is really cool. Um, but then I transitioned over to I think stimulus checks, where we were going through how to invest that money instead of, if you didn't need to spend it on food and stuff, you would invest the money the right way. And then obviously AMC came up, and I was talking about stocks a lot, and that's where the transition to cryptocurrency came. So it really just moved from different places to different places, but really uh, put me in this investing field. And I'm happy to be here because I really wanted to be here from the beginning. With my portfolios, going through my portfolio, showing you guys how I'm investing, all of that stuff. I wanted to show you guys that, but I never could break into the field. And it's because of you guys that I'm actually here, not only with cryptocurrency, but also with stocks. I do day trade a lot. Matt, can you fix up your crypto thumbnail? Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the thumbnail? I don't understand. Let me go back here. Yeah, what's wrong with the thumbnail? Hi Matt, why does not the supply of Lunc decrease, although beyond other burns? MEXC has burned on its own around 400 million Lunc. It's burned more than 400 million Lunc. MEXC has burned a billion Lunc already. So if we go to Lunc Penguins, if you guys want that website, lunicpenguins.com, you can go to the top burners, and it will show you who is the top burners. And you could see here that MEXC has burned over 1 billion. Lunatic's token has burned over 2 billion. Lunic DAO has burned over 329 million. So you have MEXC that has burned a lot, but you're not seeing an update in Terra, or not Terra Station, in uh, Coin Market Cap or other platforms, because of the fact that they're just slow at updating. I mean, they suck. They do a good job with like staking. So anything that's staked, they know that that comes off the table. But for some reason with burning, it doesn't seem like they do a good job in understanding what's in the circulating supply and what's actually burned off from the total supply. So that's a big issue. Oh, the title. Why are people saying thumbnail? I knew I spelled something um in the title probably wrong. I always do, especially when um, everything's all caps. The spell check doesn't capture it when it's all caps. Hopefully I spelled that right now. It looks weird. Words look weird to me. Thank you for letting me know that. You need to take the P and place it between the Y and the T. Kraken Matt read my response right above. Welcome, money member. Um, Let me see. I don't see it. Uh, Matt, shame on Kraken if they're trying to deceive us. Uh, let's call out Kraken for charging 2.4% and pocketing one half. That defeats the purpose for the tax, isn't it? Um, so wait, Kraken, you're saying Kraken is charging 2.4%. I know some will factor in the on-chain 1.2% with the off-chain 1.2% to be able to burn the taxes total. Um, some will have a fee associated with it as well, but I didn't think that it would be like that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But we'll have to look into it. Uh, Man, I'm talking with Luffy devs about accepting SHIB and Lunc as payment in their marketplace. They would include a burn feature. Well, that's pretty cool. I that would be great. I don't know how much volume they typically see, but you know, accepting things as payment is not really, in my opinion, a utility unless it's another investment. Because most people are not spending a an appreciating asset to buy a depreciating asset in any way. Um, but I'm not quite sure as to what the payment would go towards. Like, what do you buy for in Luffy token? Like, is there some like land that you're accepting SHIB and Lunc as payment? Are are they only doing it because of the popularity? Like I like that's obviously there's reasons to why they would accept certain things, but I want to see I want to know all the details there, especially around the popularity. That was way up there. I think Lunc will kill a zero this week with the burn and FOMO. So I hope so. Um, if the market is pulling back heavy, I think Lunc may stand still. Um, but I hope that we see large burns and large volume days. That's the tweet I tagged you in, Trev. It's Ears Protocol. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to look into that a little bit heavier. We will look into it over on Twitch. So somewhere around 9 o'clock, that's where we'll start our Twitch. Maybe 8:30. We'll go 8:30 to 9:30 because I might actually golf today. I don't know what the weather is today, but I might actually golf today to get another golf video up. I've been hitting the ball very, very far now. So well, way farther than what I was hitting it in the beginning. And I think it might be technique, but I'm doing a video. I have a whole video for the last 30 days. I've been doing speed training, and I have a whole video plan to where I literally went through all these days and did my speed training, showed you guys exactly what I was doing and how much distance I've gained. And I can tell you that not really much with the driver, but I can definitely see it with all of my other clubs. I can hit um, my 9 iron 140 again. At one point my 9 iron was only going 100 yards. I can now hit my 9 iron 140. It's still not the longest it's ever been. I've hit my 9 iron 155 before. And it hovered between the range of 150 to 155. And now, um, I'm hitting it 140 again, and I'm happy about that. I'm getting distance back, which means I'm hitting my 8 iron 150, my 7 iron 160, around that level. Now, typically it goes up 10 yards. It's sometimes it's around 7.75 or something, but I can now see or play these par five or par threes that are 150 yards and not use a damn 2 iron like I was using before, because I don't know I don't know what was going on with my distance, but it wasn't working. So now I think distance, speed, all that stuff is up. So I really want to play golf today and see what I can shoot. I still don't think the direction is the right way, but it's progress by gaining distance. A lot of progress. Take Twitch to golf. Yeah, that would be fun. I could do that, but then it would take away from the recording that I'm doing. Maybe I can do it live and then just take the video out. But then I also have to make sure that, because when you're on the golf course, you're open, you don't really have any, like a lot of power lines and a lot of connection, a lot of service. So it may be difficult to live stream during that time. Uh, but yeah, we will review a bunch of things over on Twitch. So we'll start, I think, at 8:30. So at 8 o'clock we'll go to members only, and then 8:30 we will switch over to Twitch. That sound good? Exchanges will not apply spot burns ever. That's a dream. People that forget they are companies made to make money, and people think that they will be forced to burn their money. Yeah, I think you're right. It's not about burning their money, right? The 1.2% burn doesn't come from them. It comes from us. So if they implement this, it's more on the lines of saying, hey, do users want this? If users want this so bad that they'll move to other platforms, then you're forced to implement it, right? Because they're moving their bottom line in something that could be the biggest position for their platform, but trading wise, over to someone else, over to a competitor. So they're not going to want that. That's the reason why it could work. But just saying that, oh, they'll implement it just because they want to implement it. No, they need to see popularity and believe that people want to see it. If people want to see it and people do end up moving to a place that has it because of it, they're going to implement it. So if we literally take, I don't know, 25% of what Binance holdings are, and we move that over to MEXC and show that we are moving it there, Binance will implement it faster than you can snap your fingers, because that's how it works. It's all a competition. Yes, it is a business, and again, they're not burning their own money. We are burning a portion of our money, and they're still taking a fee, whatever fee they have. Crypto sucks. Get a real job. Well, okay. Jesus, James. I'll go ahead and see you out. But I appreciate you coming here with all the facts and evidence as to why crypto sucks. But I'll leave it at that. I'll just put you in, no, you know what? I was gonna say I'll just put you in timeout, but I don't care. Morning, Matt. Hey, when you have a chance, maybe off stream or on, if you want to check out GIGA, surely swap cross chain, OTC, and no third party, therefore not hurting charts. All right, we'll have to GigaSwap. We'll have to check it out. I think I've heard of it before, but maybe I'll look at it on Twitch. A lot of these things that I'll check out. Is this a thing? GigaSwap? I'll check it out quick on there. It has too many zeros for me, but it's still only looking at 100 billion max supply, but we'll definitely check it out. We'll look at that closer. Let him go to work. So what he's doing in crypto. So what is he doing in crypto? Yeah, I don't know. Why is he here? -1 James. Not the only time to buy. It's gonna drop more after the Fed meeting. Well, I hope so. Again, I hope so. I think what I'm saying is not like right now. Yes, you can find places to where you could buy, right? And who's to say it won't increase after the Fed meeting? I mean, we've seen things that skyrocket after Fed meeting and then started, or during the Fed meeting, and then started to fall a little bit afterwards, but taking away from that gain that they had. Working sucks. Ride a coin to the moon. Just quickly came to say hi and liked. Where's that? You just skipped. I checked y'all. Check y'all later. Currently paying my respect to her late Majesty, the Queen Elizabeth funeral. Uh, Damn, James, people make a lot of money in crypto. Did you lose some money? Probably. Richard, thank you for that super chat.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, thank you for that super chat, the $50 super chat. I think if a trillion tokens was removed from Binance Exchange and moved to MEXC, who came who, wait who came to really help it will get CZ's attention. I would agree. I would 100% agree. What's going on with that dog upstairs? What is going on with that dog upstairs? It's got a lot of noise that's happening. There's something going on there. Either cat is messing with the dog or the dog is just like happy to see people. um, but yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. If we can see maybe a proposal that shows exactly what we're going to do in Terra Station, show CZ that proposal, show the leaders of or the senior leaders of all of these exchanges, the decision makers of all these exchanges, that this is what the plan is. We're moving all of our money over to MEXC. So then they're forced to do that to show that people are interested in it. Because I think right now they're thinking like, oh, people don't want burns. And they're going to go to other platforms if we implement this burn and others don't. You know, slightly different idea. Why don't the CEXs incorporate the burn tax into the buy and sell price rather than the percentage fee? It could be almost hidden in a way. Um, I mean, yes, that's probably not a bad idea. But I think some of them already have enough hidden things that are going on, like crypto.com, to where they push more towards, either the bid or ask price. They'll push more towards the highest price if you're looking to buy, and they'll push towards the lowest price if you're looking to sell. And that's just something that they always do. And sometimes it's not just pushing towards it, it's literally the highest or lowest price that you could possibly have.
Brother, this guy stinks!
But thank you for that super chat. And thank you for this super chat. Dan, how do we know the amount of coins on Binance Wallet that are owned by people and who, wait, people who want the tax? We can assume if we move to an exchange that does the burns, it will do anything. Um, so we can't sit here and say that people who own Lunc on Binance want the tax. There's probably a decent amount. There's probably larger holders that don't want it. But if we can prove that all retail traders want it, we will take it, right? And I'm sure that they will react based on that. Because if we can prove that a certain percentage, that's why I said 25%. If we can prove that 25% can move over to Terra Station or move over to MEXC or exchange that does have the burns, right, implemented, then we show that a big portion do care about it. You don't need to see the other 75% do anything. You know that a large portion has now come off your bottom line, and that's taken away from your potential for the exchange to be worth so much more, just based on the holdings of those coins, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's probably the way that we do it, but I think that's our best bet. There's no other. There can always be questions as to who supports what, but I think as long as we see a high percentage of people that are moving because they want to see the burn tax, it shows CZ and it shows everybody else on every other exchange that we mean business. I lost 50% of my money within a month. Please, can you be my mentor and guide me through success in crypto? So I think the mistakes is what guide you through success. You make a mistake that where you lose 50% of your money within a month, you learn what you did wrong, right? And hopefully, someone can guide you through on just telling you what you did wrong if you don't know. Um, and that's usually what I do within my one-on-one meetings. Like if someone's like, hey, I lost so much money in this area, and I'm just like, why. Let's break down why you lost that money. Let's understand how we can grow from that, and hopefully we can find success later. And sometimes it gets to a point to where you lose less and less money before you start gaining, right? I lost a lot of money in the beginning when I was day trading, when I was just trading in general, not knowing what the markets were about, not knowing what to look at when it comes to the stock market. I didn't really get into crypto at all. But the stock market in the beginning, I
Brother,
lost
this
money.
guy stinks!
And when you lose money, you learn from that. So I definitely learned what I was doing wrong. I started looking at different things. I lost less money, and then I gained a little bit of money, which made me feel really good. It still was at a loss for the year, but the point is that I was learning how to gain money. Even if I was at a loss at the end of the year, if I found a way to gain money, it was a success for me. Um, Most people for Lunc are asking about the price, which tells me that Lunc is still seen as a toxic debt. This is why Terra rebels don't want to repeg USTC to $1 because they would be an immediate sell-off, cause another crash. So yeah, that's the one thing that I was concerned about because they are pushing that they want to see this repeg, they want to see this swap, but USTC and Terra Luna Classic are all about people like, hey, is this going to get to $1? Is this going to get to 10 cents? It's about when they're going to sell. And it makes sense. But if you have the burn tax, you have the 1.2% burn tax, no matter if you do see those sales that are going through, it's going to help out the project in the end to get it back to a point to where it can be stable. But once you get to a point to where people are looking at more like 50% gains rather than 500 or 5,000% gains, well, now you're starting to see more people that are not saying, hey, I can't wait for this to get to $1, and more people that are saying, what's the utility of this? And that's the questions that we really want is, where's the utility going? Where's the future for this project? What's happening with, the algorithm and repegging everything, repegging USTC, re-enabling the algorithm. Those are the questions that you want to see. And right now, really, we're all seeing is, will this get to $1 by the end of the year? Will this get to $1 by the end of 2023? Will this get to $1 in 2023? What about 2024? Will it get to $1? So people are asking, like, is it going to get to this level by this time? And you're right. Eventually, will dissipate a little bit, but I feel like it's going to take some time. Major sell-off can cause real issues. You're talking to somebody else. I lost 85% of my money last week after CPI. We'll be back stronger though. 85% of you started investing at that point. I lost all my money 3 times in about 6 weeks, mostly futures. However, 80% I lost was stubbornness, not using stop losses, thinking I can get out of it. Yeah, that's always the most difficult part. I've been stuck in so many of those situations to where if you don't have discipline, you fail every time, right? Because discipline goes both ways. You can say, "Oh, well, if I was disciplined, I wouldn't have made money in this situation." Okay, but did you sell? Well, no, I'm still, unrealized gains and it has come back a little bit. Did you make money then? Well, technically, yes. No, you didn't. If you didn't sell that position, you didn't make money. You're still holding that investment and still waiting for it to blow up higher than where it got to, even though you were happy enough to take a screenshot or happy enough to show, other people what you made, you still didn't sell. So discipline goes both ways with buying and selling. And I've seen people get in this situation where they're like, they find one good position that they invested into and held on to for a long time, diamond handing it, while others that are also claiming diamond handing, they're selling their position. They're gaining profit. Yes, they're holding on to some for a long period of time, but they're gaining their profit. They're doing something that you're not doing, being disciplined. And then when it comes to selling and falling back, they're not being disciplined there, right? You have to have stop losses. When it comes to investing in stocks and a lot of things like that, like actual businesses, I'm not saying that crypto can't be businesses, but they're more projects that could have underlying businesses. But these businesses, you have to understand where the low points are, understand what's going on with that. And if you figure out that it hits your stop loss, get out of the position. It doesn't hurt. Yes, it may hurt if it does skyrocket, but a lot of times when you react to something, let's say you have 1,000 of something and someone sees you sell 1,000, they'll react to that in a different manner by buying into it at the lows. Doesn't mean that if you would have stayed in, it would have increased, because someone might not have seen your buy and then they might have not reacted to that. So, or your sell or something like that. So it's difficult to manage. You have to understand other people's mindsets as well as your own. It's more of like a playing chicken scenario, you know, where you're driving cars at each other, and it's like who's gonna get out of the way first? Is someone gonna get out of the way, or are you gonna crash? Right? So someone's gonna get out of the way, and whoever gets out of the way usually like loses in the situation. And it's not about selling the position, it's about understanding what's on their mind. Stop losses won't work because Bogdanov will still dump it. I don't know who that is. Is it a person that I don't know who that is? Sorry, that's going over my head. If that's a joke, that's going over my head. Yeah. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it.
This guy stinks.
Oh, I do? Is that what you feel? Is that what you feel? The SHIB game gonna do some good? I hear it's gonna burn, but I don't know what else it's gonna do. I don't know if it is gonna burn. I don't know what the percentage is gonna be, because it all depends on volume, but kind of too little too late. I feel like if they created all of these projects that they wanted to create with a burn mechanism for SHIB, they would be so much popular with everyone. If they had some sort of burn mechanism, and I understand that it would be difficult, because if you're burning SHIB, right, you still have to pay the fees in burning that SHIB. But you could go through all the volume. If they went through all the volume that you had in Bone, all the volume that you had in Leash, all the volume that you had in Shiboshis, the metaverse, every single piece that they had there, all of the things that they created would be 1,000 times more popular. Oh, he bought it and dumped it. I still don't know what he bought. Dump it. So yeah, I think if we saw SHIB introduce something, like, it would be 1,000 times more popular if they introduced a burn tax in every single method that they had there. They had so many opportunities to implement a burn tax, some sort of burn in everything that they're showing here. Everything could have been tied to Shiba Inu, but they refused to do it because they wanted everything to be its own part, its own entity, its own piece of the puzzle. When in reality, everything should have stepped in and burned Shiba Inu. Every single freaking piece should have been tied to it. And the fact that it's not makes no sense. They just wanted to push this on for 2 years, gain whatever they can gain. And now we're seeing desperation where they're like, all right, well, maybe we can find some burns here. We can do some burns here. We'll finally do burns. Shitoshi stated that everything going forward will burn SHIB, but not the card game, and said, stop the FUD. Everybody can look up for themselves. He said there's a reason for it, but no explanation. Like, I don't understand that. If there's a reason for it, then tell us. Right? If there's a reason for why you're not burning, then tell us. If there's a reason for why SHIB is listed as king and you're not pushing it forward, you're not propelling it forward with any type of utility. Utility has been created for everything outside of SHIB, but nothing for SHIB. Tell me how SHIB is king if nothing is happening for SHIB. It seems like what you're doing is, gathering people together for one thing, right? So let's say you have, let's say you're interested in like Kanye coming to town or something, or Mr. Let's go with Mr. Beast. Like you go to American Dream Mall and Mr. Beast says he's gonna be there. There's hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million people that's standing there or whatever. I don't know how many people will be standing there, but there's so many people that are there, right? And when you get there, they're like, well, Mr. Beast is not here. It's Mr. Beast's brother, right? I'm sure people would be like, okay, I'm fine with that. It's Mr. Beast's brother. Maybe he can, talk about Mr. Beast, and it's great to be able to see somebody that's connected to Mr. Beast. But it's not Mr. Beast, right? It's not Jimmy. So it's like you're kind of doing a bait and switch here, right? In my opinion, it's all a bait and switch, and I don't want to say this stuff. Like, obviously, I'm a fan of Shiba Inu, but I'm not a fan of what they have done. You don't understand. Oh, you don't understand because you have a low JW. Good one. Good one, buddy. Okay, since you asked. Good job, DJ Trev. Good job. Hi, Matt. Is it more safe to have Terra Classic on Terra Station or on CEX like Binance? I use Terra Station with a ledger, but not sure if that's more safe there on Binance. So I would say anything that to where you own it is probably better. So, if you're trading it within a wallet, like you do own that position within a ledger, you do own that position. But when it comes to Binance, that's on an exchange, unless you're using the Binance wallet, which still could be it's a wallet, so it's yours. Um, it's still listed as like theirs. It's under if they failed, then which I don't think Binance will, but if they failed, it's theirs. It's not your money. Um, so that's where you end up having the differences. Is it safer on a wallet? I would say it's safer um, by you owning it. However, if somebody gets your information at all, it's not safe at all. Like not even close. For exchanges, a lot of times they are. You can see some that are like insured up to like $250,000 or something, and that would be a form of security. But if you don't give out any of your information, you don't show any information. I know I'm always at risk because I'm showing as much as I can on here. But if you don't like respond to any of these places on Twitter, you should be fine with money in your wallet or with the crypto in your wallet. Richard, I sold 10 million SHIB yesterday for more Lunic. Well, that's great. If you're buying more Lunic, that's perfect. Do whatever you feel is right. Like I'm not going to judge anybody for making any type of moves. Whether they're moving SHIB for something, Lunic for something, I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. You make your moves. Investing is about you having an independent thinking, right? I sold 134 million SHIB for Lunic. Again, not going to judge you. You could do whatever you feel is necessary. Not to mention SHIB getting manipulated by a ton of big players. True. Is it worth it to hold Ethereum POW? Bought when they were $4 each, now $7, $5 to $7. So I haven't looked into it. Like two people have mentioned this. ETH POW? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't look at any of the other information. Whether it's the circulating supply, you're seeing the total volume up 79%, 81%. And you said you bought in at what, $4 and now it's sitting at about $5. That's great. An investment is an investment. He literally reading every comment under mine. Well, I just read yours. So it skips. That's the problem is I read it very slow and then I respond with a long answer. So yeah, let's go to members only because I know some members just want to ask some questions, and we can get members. And we don't have many members here. It looks like we only have like 4 members here, maybe 5. But let's go to members only. Oh, it's Ether Fork. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm blanking out on what that could be. Let's go back and go to members only. I know you're trying to get all of that in, Luke on sports. um yeah, I don't know how valuable it will be. I don't know how valuable. What happens if Lunc holders move from exchanges to Terra Station after the 21st? Move from exchanges to Terra Station after the 21st and stake their coins with a validator that burns every coin leaving those exchanges. Um,
Brother, this guy
Leaving those exchanges would hit the
stinks.
1.2%. Well, you could do that, but it's not something that a lot of people will do because they don't want to hold it up for 21 days. They're not going to hold up all their stuff for 21 days. Some may move it to Terra Station just to move it to Terra Station, but they won't stake all of it. I might double SHIB. I might double SHIB after modest profit from Lunc. I obviously have plenty of time to regain my SHIB. I hear you. We have a ton of time, it looks like. I'm here. Well, thanks, Rick, for being here. I want to see how many members are in here. What is EverETH? I mean, there's so
Brother,
many
this
things that are
guy
created. I don't know what
stinks.
EverETH is. Um, I have no idea. You can see on the market view, Matt. What? I don't even keep track of SHIB. They left everybody holding the bag while Satoshi just um, rake in all the investors' money. We had no change at all. True, SHIB was treated. It was treated as a mascot. It was that thing to hype everybody up, to bring everybody into whatever project they wanted to. And SHIB is great. Don't get me wrong. SHIB by itself can be fantastic and could have been even better, but they decided to not implement anything. And I just want to ask them, like, why? Why didn't you just introduce a burn with everything? It would have made it 10 times more popular. If you wanted things to run, if you wanted Bone to have its own thing, you could have introduced a burn tax within it. That's all the people wanted. They wanted something that was going to burn, that was going to support SHIB in a big way. And you created this. You can create Bone. You can do whatever you want with the governance, and people can decide to stake it and do all that stuff. And all of that volume would end up being you would see that burn tax kick in for Shiba Inu, which would make people happy. And people would support every single thing that you have to offer, but they're less likely to support it because you're not showing that you care about the original position, right? Um, I'm still showing as a member. Am I still showing as a member? Yes, you're still showing as a member. Thanks for dropping by yesterday, Richard. Hey DJ, have you heard of the new AMP Lunc burn idea? I'm not fully understanding it, but the claim is it will burn 3x more, and you can get rewards from the burn pool. No, I haven't heard about that. What is it? AMP burn? AMP Lunc burn. Let's bring this up. Where is this at? Does anybody have any detail as to what this burn actually is? K and S fishing. If you have any type of detail to that, um, I would like to see that. Trev, I was at work, but I let you're talking to Trev. Member here, thank you for being a member. Ever ETH is like lunatics, but for ETH rewards. Well, that's great. That's good that they're getting rewards and what burning off ETH. I guess I hold a big bag. I haven't gotten my Lunic rewards from Luna T in a week. I wonder what's going on. Have you staked anything? So I've gotten Luna T rewards, but they've been very low. Like, I mean, insanely low because of the fact that, we're not seeing a lot of volume that flows through Luna T, in the day by day, action. We're not seeing a ton of volume. It's like 200,000, which is still, it's volume, but it's not a crazy amount of volume. Matt, are you familiar with inverse finance? A very low circulating supply. We'll check it out. Again, we're looking through a list to break down a bunch of things over on Twitch. So if you guys want any of these breakdowns, feel free to go over to Twitch, duplicate this tab, and we will break all this stuff down. I don't know what inverse finance is. Is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it does have a really low supply. We'll definitely check into that. I'm going to bring that over here, and we're going to take this list because we're going to have less people over there, so we're not going to have as many comments. Over here, we have a ton of comments. So, we just have to take that into consideration. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, the link is pinned to the chat. So make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitch, and we can, get this rolling. Do you think retailers and investors, those short-term minded people, will lose interest in Lunic if they don't see their targets being met fast, or do they make a huge number of Lunic holders? That's a good question. The retail investors, those short-term minded people will lose interest in Lunic. I don't think they will lose interest in Lunic. I think you will have interest, like some interest being lost as we're going through this whole burn process. So if we see a massive amount of burns in the beginning, right, with the on-chain burns, the good thing about the off-chain burns coming later is that it brings more hype to the burns. As we see the on-chain burns happening, we're going to see billions that are burned probably per day. And then we get to the off-chain burns that could be implemented as we see more people that are pushing towards the on-chain burns and off-chain burn platforms like MEXC. We'll see everything else that comes on, and then we'll see so many more burns that are going through. So I think at some point, yes, the burns will start to level out. And whether they level out at 10 billion or they level out at, 5 billion, they will level out. But I hope that we have enough burns within the first 2 months to burn off trillions. That's what I want to see. Do you think I read that? Matt, I can't believe how fast you are growing. It's awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm surprised at how fast I, got to 10,000 followers on Twitter, and how Twitch has become a thing, and also YouTube. I mean, the amount of viewers now is just looking really good, and I'm really happy with the amount of viewers that I have. All of the members that we have here, the Patreon members as well. I really appreciate you guys for coming and showing support over there, because that's another way for me to, show my worth in a way and give you guys some sort of breakdown, whatever you guys want, breakdowns of new things. If you guys want me to go through different investments, we can always do breakdowns. All you have to do is tell me what you want to see, and I will break those things down and post those to Patreon to let people know what this is all about, what my position is on it. And I think that's what I will be doing. Is if people want to message me privately or just want to let me know what positions they want to see, I want to go through any type of position breakdown and break all that stuff down. That would be cool. I get what you mean. You're very much. Thank you very much, as always. Uh, kind and wonderful of you. I can't read. I never can read. If Do Kwon gets thrown in jail, will that cause a crash for Lunc? Or maybe if the validators are forced to shut down because of Interpol. So I don't think that will be the case. You won't have validators be forced to shut down because of um, Interpol. Um, from what I understand, I don't believe you'll have that. They have to shut down because of that. But when it comes to if Do Kwon gets thrown in jail, will Lunc crash? Most likely we will see an effect to both Lunc or Lunc, USTC, and Luna 2.0. Probably more Luna 2.0 than anything. Do Kwon doesn't really have like too much of a say in what happens in Terra Luna Classic, even though TFL does have a say overall as to what happens. So yes, you will see an impact to Lunc, and there you can probably kiss your chances goodbye of Coinbase relisting Lunc, because that will not happen if anything happens within the law. Coinbase just doesn't play with that. So that's my opinion there. I'm not sure as to how heavy it will be of an effect, but I know that the community really runs Lunc, and you have less of a community that runs 2.0. So yeah. Wonderful. Nice to meet both of you. Lunc is going green. Is it going green? Let's see. I know it was pretty level for a while. Let's see where Lunc is. It doesn't look like it yet. Once you get to a point right here of about 5 o'clock, we'll definitely be green at that point. But from this high point, we're gonna see it increase in the losses. Not increase in the gains, but increase in the losses. If you guys want to become a member, you can always become a member. The link is in the description. You can become a member there, or you can hit that button next to the subscribe button and become a member there. But I do appreciate everybody here, and this just makes it easier for me to read a lot of the chats and get to most of them. I still won't get 100%, but I will read a bunch of them. I don't want Lunc to end up as a ghost project. I don't think it will. Yo, it's rocketing. Are we seeing it skyrocket right now? Oh, it is making a move. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. Yeah, it's definitely making a move right now. A huge move. Here we go. That's what we want to see. Everybody wants to see that. The candle, the tall one. Breaking the 3, maybe. I mean, that's a possibility. It looks like it might resist. Maybe it might break it. Looks like it has enough buying power to do it. Or is it going to resist hard from 3? Can it break it? Can it break 0.0003? It's looking like it has enough buying power to do so. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets to 29999, but it's going to break it. With the amount of strength that it has right here. Look at this. Yep. Broke it. Boom. So now we're getting to a point to where we're actually getting to positive. Good morning, Matt. Freaking stop spamming. I think a month after the burn tax, we could possibly see an off-chain burn. It will take time for the off-chain burn from all the commotion of the community causing after the on-chain burn. I understand where you're coming from there. I think as we look at off-chain burns, I think they will do like an announcement to say, look, we're looking into it and we're going to do this on this date or something. And Luna T's price is looking really good to buy more right now. Yeah, it's really low. Wasn't that 0.0006 at a $6 million market cap? We're seeing a pullback for Lunc right now. A little bit of a pullback, which is understandable. After a large pump, it makes sense why you would have a retracement. Richard, I'm just happy we won. It's been 11 years. done the wait, the Jets have been to the playoffs. I didn't even watch football yesterday. That usually I catch football afterwards. Like I could tell you that I haven't sat down to watch an actual football game in so long. And it sucks because I do like watching football, but I just catch the highlights. At this point, I feel like I'm so busy that I just catch the highlights, and it takes me 8 minutes to go through all the different detail. Luckily, they put all the highlights on YouTube, um, so I'm from Singapore, born and grew up in Singapore, but I have been living in Ukraine for the past 2 years with my wife and son. She's from Ukraine, so currently I'm in Ukraine. Well, what does that mean? Do you have a connection with Doquan at all? Is that what you're going for with Singapore? Sorry, from PA Steelers fan. I'm not a Steelers fan. I'm not a Philly fan. I am a New Orleans Saints fan, if you don't know. Now you still think one penny before Christmas? Um, one penny before Christmas, I think it would be a good Christmas present. We have to see how the burns will settle in, but I'm thinking that the burns will have a really large impact to Lunic's success. And I think we can see very, very close to it. If not, it's going to resist off of those levels, um, which will make people a lot of money. It will make people a hell of a lot of money. And I could tell you, for me, 0.008 is where I'm taking my first bit of an investment. Now I'm not taking a crazy amount. I'm taking 15,000. When it does pull back, if it gets back down to 0.005 or 0.003, I may put some of that 15,000 back in there. That may be um, 15K, but I'm going to take 5K and throw it back in there and probably take, I know it's going to be half for taxes, but I'm probably going to take 5K and throw it aside for whatever tax purposes into a savings account as well. And then throw another 5K back into maybe the market or back into my bank account. I'm not sure. But we're definitely seeing this move. We're back up to 3,000, I guess, 0.0003 thousand. Breaks past now. Geez. Point zero one would be great. It looks like we're about to see 31. Love seeing green. We love seeing green. I love seeing it. You love seeing it. Everybody loves seeing it. We're all fans. Matt, I saw your video for 100 million coins. Um, it was so helpful, good insight, and not to be greedy and be practical. Yeah, I mean that's really the idea. Um, Someone told me, people tell me about debt, about all this other stuff, and then they claim, oh, well, you know what, I'm going to hold to a dollar. It's like, well, when you get to the point to where you could pay off your debt, I'm not saying that you take everything at that point, but you get to a point to where you can pay off your debt, pay off a large portion of your debt. It helps. If you know you're gonna have to pay half in taxes, you have to get double the amount of what your debt is before you can make that move. So let's say it does get up to $400,000 worth of value, and you have $200,000 worth of debt, or you have $100,000 worth of debt. You take that $100,000, and you take $200,000 out. $100,000 goes to taxes. $100,000 goes towards your debt. Now you're debt free. You're good to move on, and you can take the 200,000 that you have left and grow it to whatever you want to grow it to. But you can't be greedy. You can't be greedy in this world, unless it's the point where everybody else is fearful, right? In the markets, you want to be greedy while others are fearful, and be fearful while others are greedy. Um, but when it comes to taking big gains like this, when you get to a certain point, you have to understand that you need to take some profits. Profits, will propel you forward, right? If you don't take profits, you start thinking about, oh, well, should I have sold at that point? You start thinking about the negative stuff. and the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and all that stuff. Just take action. And yes, you'll still have a little bit of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but you still gain profit and you'll be happy with the fact that you gain profit. Sorry, Matt, you may see some random comments. I'm getting to know the audience. No, it's cool. It's cool. I like when people are obviously conversing with each other, so it's cool. Um, Thank you, Chrissy. All is good. Nice to meet people like you here. Okay. Uh, I did suggest to a few friends to buy some Lunic. Four of them did. I hope I'm right for them. I can't handle the pressure. I totally understand. I've dealt with a bunch of people where they ask me for suggestions and they're like, and I don't want to give them advice, like financial advice or anything like that. But they ask me for suggestions, and I hate seeing a position pull back because I know I have a different mindset when it comes to investing than other people. And the good thing is that I'm good at reading people, so I typically know how people are going to invest. Hayden is upset up there. I typically know how people are going to invest. And I usually take that into consideration when I do give out my suggestions there, but that's only with people that I know, right? Um, and still, it still hurts when you see the markets pull back a little bit, and it's not based on just the position pulling back, but the markets pull back. Because I go through suggestions all the time on Patreon, and a lot of times if I play it out the way that I do, I'm usually right in how they do run, right? And where I end up selling my position at. But then other people may end up, losing money here and there because they may end up selling when they hit maybe a stop loss that they put in place, which is understandable. Uh, Absolutely well said, Matt. Thank you for your, wait, thank you very much, sir. Well, thank you. Um, I have sell orders all the way up to $1. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. Um, it only makes sense to do that. I don't know if they left already. I do want to play golf today, so I got to make sure that I can like schedule something if I have time. Because I didn't know that Erica works tonight, and I also have to reschedule a one-on-one today, which I will do. I didn't create my list this morning. Usually I create a list, and I didn't create my list. Yeah, I got to reschedule this one-on-one because I thought it was supposed to be. I think it was. Yeah, it was today at like 6, and I can't do that because the kids are going to be here, and it's going to be meal time. Thought Erica worked either morning or had off today, but she doesn't. Um, I just sent my son 500,000 Lunic for his birthday. He's happy this morning. Love it. Love to hear it. Well, hopefully it turns to $500,000. Then everybody will love it. Absolutely, everybody will love it. I'm sure when it turns to a certain point, like maybe a thousand or $10,000 or something, um, he'll obviously make a move. I don't know what your suggestion will be for him, but probably make a move there. Um, Sorry, Matt. I want to send a super sticker. Well, thank you. Well, first, thank you, McLaren, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. McLaren V8. Sorry, I want to send a super sticker, but it's available in my region. This thing is so annoying. I don't know how. I don't know why. Well, that's okay. I appreciate um, the thought of doing it. I appreciate that. Good job, DJ Trev, and tell him happy birthday. Yes, that too. Happy birthday. It's my birthday in November, Trev. Happy birthday, Trev, son. Once you say that you're doing some good, everybody else is like, yeah, I'll take some of that good too. Hi, bro. What's the resistance that we need to break? Well, it looks like 31 is definitely a point that we need to see it break. It looks like it resisted hard away from 31. Um, and we could see it break this level. It looks like we're seeing a bounce here um, off of 30. So breaking 31 would be great. But seeing a resistance, like an overall resistance that we need to break, if we go back here and we look at the 30-minute, like obviously we want to get past this point. So getting past about 33 would propel us up a lot further to push up to about 40. And if we can break the 39 mark above 40, then we're looking for some of these other points here as well. Maybe looking for about 44 or 45. That's probably a significant point as well. But in order to break obviously all-time highs or recent all-time highs, not all-time highs, because all-time highs would be $120, but all-time highs as of late, as we get into this new normal, we want to see a break point 0006. But we need a lot of push, a lot of volume that flows into it, which I think we will get eventually. Oh, my son's birthday, but thanks. I like to see faces that all the haters that come in the chat talking crap when Lunc hits $1. They won't be here. I'm sure they have Lunc, guys. The people that are haters and say Lunc is dead, I'm sure they have it because it's a just in case situation for them, right? If it does blow up, I have 1 million Lunc. That's what they're sitting on, right? It's not saying that they're going to invest everything in the world, but they will invest something into it. And then what they're going to do is talk it down as much as possible. And then they're going to say, well, if it does happen, I still gained something out of it. If it doesn't happen, I didn't put my life savings into it. So I win in the end. No matter what you invested into it, and I know you're investing into it, this is why it's coming up in your feed. It's coming up in your feed because of the fact that you're not looking it up, right? You're looking it up, you know? Matt, you will have to come down and go to a Saints game with me. Absolutely. I would love to go to a Saints game. I've never been to a Saints game in person. I've never been there. I have never been to New Orleans. I've been close to it multiple times, but I've never been to New Orleans. And I would love to go there. People tell me like, "Yo, you need to go." I've eaten New Orleans food. I've eaten Southern food. I love the food so much. First of all, and I'm sure I would like it actually being there. What is this cat crying for? So that was your next question. Have you ever been to New Orleans? No, I haven't. I've been going to Saints games all my life. Yeah, it looks like a fun time. My suggestion to him is that it's free money. Let it roll until you can pay off this house. uh, Add more to it when you can. Does he know about investing at all, or like a heavy investor, or what? First of all, how old is your son? Matt is the only son I'd adopt, especially since he has more money than I. I mean, I don't say that. I don't have more money than anybody. I don't have any money. I'm broke. I'm broke. Broke is a joke. I appreciate that though. Um, I think the whole bag's also. I firmly believe that. That was a heated fourth quarter. Don't tell me. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about the Saints game because I didn't see anything yesterday. Um, so not gonna comment on anything, and I hope I don't read anything here. All right, it is 8:30, guys. We're gonna end the stream here and go over to Twitch. So again, if you guys want to go and follow me on Twitch, want to continue this over on Twitch, feel free to go over there. I want to be able to monetize both and, build up platforms for both just in case something does happen with YouTube because you never know, right? Anything could happen with YouTube. Anything could happen with the following that you have. And you want to make sure that a streaming platform, another streaming platform is also there. Yes, I won't be able to multi-stream on both of those, but Terra 2 is jumping as well. Of course it is. Um, uh, Let me scroll down and see. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, head over to Twitch if you guys are interested, which again is in the description. It's also in the chat. But guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I just played an ad, so there's probably people that got an ad at this moment, and we're up to like our highest amount of viewers that we've had since we started. So that's great. But anyways, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow my Patreon, feel free to follow my Patreon, which we do have a bunch of different members. Let's go to a public view here. We do have a bunch of different members. We have a bunch of different memberships. The most popular membership is the Profit Hands membership, where you get a lot of different stuff included with it. And we do more and more as time goes on. So feel free to become a member here. And yeah, but I'm going to go over to Twitch right now. Thank you guys for following at this moment. And I will catch you guys in the next couple of minutes over on Twitch.